Summary of Lord of the Flies by William Golding. A group of English schoolboys are stuck on a jungle island with no adults when their plane is shot down in the middle of a war. Ralph and Piggy, two of the boys, find a conch shell. Ralph blows like a horn into it, and all the boys on the island gather around. At the meeting, a boy named Jack makes fun of Piggy's weight and runs against Ralph for group leader. Ralph wins the vote and makes Jack the leader of the hunters in the group. Ralph, Jack, and another boy named Simon soon go exploring on the island and find wild pigs. At a second meeting, the boys made rules for how to run the group. The first rule of a gathering is that whoever wants to talk must hold the conch. One of the kids at the meeting says he saw a beastie in the woods, but Ralph says it was just a dream. Ralph then suggests that they build a warning fire on top of a mountain so that ships going by will see the smoke and come to their aid. The boys use Piggy's glasses to start the fire, but they aren't careful and set part of the forest on fire by accident. During the fire, the boy who saw the beastie disappears and is never seen again. Time goes by. Things get worse. Ralph gets mad when no one will help him build shelters. Lots of boys mess around, but Jack is crazy about hunting and makes fun of Piggy, who is smart but weak, every chance he gets. Simon, on the other hand, often goes into the bush to think and reflect. Ralph and Jack start to fight when Jack makes the boys who were meant to watch the signal fire go shooting with him instead. They kill their first pig, but when a ship comes by while the warning fire is out, Ralph and Jack have a huge fight. Ralph calls a meeting to try to make things better. But the meeting quickly gets out of hand when a few of the younger boys start talking about the beast. Even the big boys are scared now. That night, after a fight between planes far away, a dead parachutist falls next to the signal fire on top of the mountain. The boys who are in charge of the fire think it's the beast. Soon, Ralph and Jack will take a group to look for the beast on the island. During their search, they find a rocky ledge that would make a good fort, but they don't find the beast. Soon, the two boys start to fight, so they climb the mountain in the dark to show how brave they are. They see the mysterious jumper and think he is the beast. The next morning, at a gathering, Jack questions Ralph's power. Ralph wins, but Jack quits, and most of the other bigger boys follow him. Jack's group paints their faces, goes hunting, and kills a pig. Then, they give the animal its head as a gift. Simon walks up to the head and sees that it is the Lord of the Flies, which is the beast inside all people. While Jack calls everyone to a feast, Simon climbs the mountain and sees the guy who jumped out of the plane. When Simon comes back to the feast to tell everyone the truth about the beast, the boys have turned into a crazy mob and are playing out a ritual killing of a pig. The mob kills Simon because they think he is the beast. The group led by Jack moves to the rock fort. They take Piggy's glasses in order to start a fire. Ralph, Piggy, and the twins named Semneric, his last friends, go get the glasses back. The twins are taken by Jack's group, and a boy named Roger rolls a rock out of the fort, which breaks the conch and kills Piggy. The next day, the group goes looking for Ralph while setting fire to the bush. He tries to get away from them as best he can and turns into a kind of animal that only cares about staying alive and getting away. The boys finally catch up with Ralph on the beach where they first set up their society after crashing on the island. But the burning bush has drawn a British naval ship, and an officer is standing on the shore. The boys stop and stare at the man in shock. He jokes that he wants to know if the boys are playing war and if anyone has died. When Ralph says yes, the officer is surprised and upset that boys from England would act in this way. When Ralph starts crying, all of the other boys soon follow suit and start crying as well. The officer looks away from his warship because he is feeling uneasy.
About the author. William Golding grew up in Marlborough, Wiltshire, and was raised to be a scientist by his parents. But he has always liked to read and write, and when he went to Oxford University, he switched from studying science to studying literature. Golding fought in World War II and helped land troops at Normandy on D-Day. His time in the war had a big effect on how he thought about people. After the war, he began teaching and writing books at the same time. Lord of the Flies was Golding's first book. It came out in 1954 and was a bestseller in both the United States and England. Golding never had the same financial success again, but he kept writing and wrote many more books such as The Scorpion God, 1971, Darkness Visible, 1979, and Fire Down Below, 1989. In 1983, he won the Nobel Prize for Writing. He died in 1993.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.